good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, we are going to be doing another episode of our start, bench, and cut series. Would you guys comment 3 players? Make sure to go follow me on Twitter. I know y'all see it, TyDeBo24. Juice me up real quick if y'all have not yet. But you drop 3 players down below in the comments. I tell you which one I would start, which one I would bench, and then which one ultimately would get cut from the squad. Now, I'd like doing this video especially now because there's so many players that are all so good. For example, you got guys like Porzingis, a guy like Mobley, and a guy like Kareem. Start, bench, cut. Those 3 would be difficult to do that with. Even throw like Pink Diamond Bobo into that picture as well. So definitely very intriguing to see what 3 players people comment down below and then what I do with those players. Kind of a similar one to the one I covered earlier. We got one from my team, Update IG, Kristaps, Taco, and Mobley. If we're talking about the center position, start Taco, bench Kristaps, cut Mobley on both gens. Now I like Mobley and Kristaps both more at power forward than center as well. So that kind of goes into the consideration. Here we get one from Abel here. Shooting guard, Cam Reddish, Space Jam, Bron, Cedric Maxwell. With those shooting guards on current gen, I'd probably start Bron, bench Reddish, cut Maxwell. Though I do love Cam Reddish. On next gen, I might honestly cut Cam Reddish. Like, I love Cedric Maxwell a ton. Power forward, Badge, Sim, Wiseman, or Bill. Like, that's the tough one at power forward because I like Simbular more at center. So I'd honestly start Wiseman, bench Bill, and cut Sim on current gen. It sounds bad, but I cannot run Simbular at the power forward position. I just can't. And this is kind of what I was talking about in my intro here. Kristaps, Mobley, Kareem. For me on current gen, I'm starting Kareem, benching Kristaps, and cutting Mobley. That exact same order on next gen as well. The Kareem Mobley or the Kareem and Kristaps debate on current gen, you can go back and forth all day. I just like Kareem that one step ahead. Who went from Jay, Breezy, or go Kobe, go MJ, or Invincible JR? On current gen, the way I'd lean is starting Kobe, benching MJ, cutting JR Smith. Next gen wise, again, it's tough. I probably prefer Kobe, start Kobe, bench MJ, and cut JR. I have not used JR Smith's Invincible card though, so I'm kind of, I don't know exactly what he's capable of. One for Max here. He do Cade or Warp Reality Ben for the point guard position. Look, I'll change my mind between Cade and Warp Reality Ben every single day. Today, how I'm thinking of this, start Cade, bench Ben Simmons, cut Hedo Turkoglu on both gens. Now, I just like Cade a lot more than Hedo, and when it comes down to it, I'm putting Ben right in the middle. Here we get one from ISO, my team, point guard Cade, point guard Luka, and point guard Giannis. Start Cade, bench Giannis, cut Luka if you are on current gen. Next gen wise, I'm going to start Giannis, bench Cade, and cut Luka. I love Giannis on next gen. I have no questions about it. Here we get one for Ray Deck here. Eddie Curry, Evan Mobley, or James Wiseman. This one's pretty easy to me. Evan Mobley and Wiseman are close. For me, I'm starting Wiseman, benching Mobley, and cutting Eddie Curry. But it is so close on both gens. Here one from Nick. Invincible, Kawhi, Space Jam, Bron, or Cedric Maxwell. Now, Cedric Maxwell by far is the best value in here. Now, the way I'd rank these is starting Kawhi, benching Bron, and cutting Cedric Maxwell. But like I said, Cedric Maxwell for his value is the best. Here we go one from B-Rad here. At the center position, Invincible, Embiid, GOAT, Kareem, or Simbular. If we're talking the center, I'm going to, at the center position specifically, start Simbular, bench, GOAT, Kareem, and cut Embiid. And I love Embiid. I'm sorry, like I love Joel Embiid. He's just not quite to the GOAT, Kareem, or Simbular level. At the shooting guard position from Josu here, add Luka, Jalen Johnson, or Cedric. And here I'm going to, this is a very tough one. Here I'm going to start Cedric, bench Jalen Johnson, and cut Luka Doncic. This is probably the toughest one I've had to do on current gen. Next gen wise, I'm going to actually start Luka, benching Jalen Johnson, and cutting Cedric. It's kind of weird, but this one I just love. I really do love the XM base on next gen. Here one for Brendan here. Invincible Simmons, next Cade, or Invincible Paul George. Here I'm going to start Invincible Simmons. I think the Simmons gap is enough to put Simmons over the end. Start Simmons, bench Cade, cutting PG-13. Paul George is a big step below those other 2. At the 2, we get one from Bob here. AK Kawhi or Jalen Johnson. Today I'm going to start AK, bench Kawhi. Jalen Johnson's a big step below getting cut. And I love Jalen Johnson. He's just not quite to the level of AK or Kawhi on either gen. This is a tough one here from Josh. Tony Kukoc, Danny Ferry, or Bobo at small forward. Current gen, start Bobo. Oof. The Ferry Tony debate is up there. Today I'm gonna start Bobo, bench Danny Ferry, and cut Tony Kukoc. And I like Tony. It's just like my thing is objectively, most people are better and prefer base 98 to the Ray Allen base. So I'm just going to give you guys that. Now on next gen, give me Tony Kukoc over Danny Ferry. Obviously still starting Bobo. Let's talk about the power forward position here. If we're going to talk about Invincible, Kareem, Kristaps Porzingis, or Joel Embiid at the power forward position, here's what I'm going to say. All three of these guys, you could have them in any order you specifically want them in on current gen. For me, start Kareem, bench Porzingis, cut Joel Embiid. But it is so close. These three are all so close, man. Here you one from Juraz here, AK Cam, the man with the plan, or Invincible Grant Hill. For me, this is an easy one here. Start AK, bench Cam, and cut Grant Hill. Look, I know Grant Hill is free. I like Grant Hill, but he doesn't compare to AK or Cam Reddish. Here we get one from Sharif here, Simbular, Sean Bradley, or Evan Mobley. So I don't know. I'm guessing we're talking about the center position. If we're on current gen, start Simbular, bench Evan Mobley, and cut Sean Bradley. I think Sean Bradley is not nearly as good on current gen as he is on next gen. Now, next gen wise, start Simbular, bench Sean Bradley, and cut Evan Mobley. This is a good one here from Ragin, man. Juwan Howard, Jonathan Kuminga, or Larry Bird. This is a very good question because all three of these guys are absolutely solid. For me personally, how I'd rank these guys is comfortability. I'm starting Juwan Howard, benching Larry Bird, and cutting Jonathan Kuminga. That's just my comfortability level on current gen. On next gen, still starting Howard, probably benching Kuminga and cutting Larry Bird. Just gotta like Larry on current gen quite a bit better. Here we go from room. Start, bench, cut Simbular, GOAT, Kareem, or Invincible Yao. Start Yao. If we're talking about the center position, which I think we are, could be talking about power forward here. All right, I'm gonna do both power forward and center. At the center position, start Yao, bench Simbular, cut GOAT, Kareem. The power forward position, start GOAT, Kareem, bench Yao, cut Simbular. It's weird, I know, but I like Kareem starting at power forward and getting cut at center. It's so weird. I know, guys. I know it's weird, but that's how I rank them. And on next gen, I don't know how Simbular and Yao are shaping up. I mean, I think a lot of people prefer Simbular to Yao, so I'm gonna guess I'm gonna start Yao. Or I'm gonna start Kareem, bench Simbular, and cut Yao Ming. I'm sorry, Kareem can move and groove on next gen. Now we're gonna do a couple of these here from my man's Cade Simmons, AK. I've done. Oh, that's at the one. I'm gonna start Simmons, bench Cade, and cut Andre Kirilenko. Is sad? I don't know. It's tough. At the one, I move AK to the two is what I would do. So if I'm having that at the one, I'm putting Cade and Simmons. And honestly, if I'm you at the two, I'm gonna put AK starting, benching Kawhi. And then cutting KD and T-Mac both. That's what I would do. For you, I'd move AK to the two. At the three, Bull, Giannis, and GOAT Bron. I'm starting Bull, benching Bron, and cutting Giannis. At the four, Sim, KP, and GOAT Kareem. At the four, I'm going to start Kareem, bench KP, and cut Simbular. As sad as it is, so Sim does indeed get cut. Now, this is on next gen, so that does obviously play into account with KD and obviously T-Mac. Maybe AK does just get cut. Maybe that is what it is, and then obviously I'd probably move, if you're on next gen, KD up. So I'd start Kawhi, benching KD, and then obviously cutting Tracy McGrady. And I guess honestly, if we're looking at the three here, if this is next gen, Giannis obviously is a guy that I'd probably take over Bron too. So then if it comes to that, I'd probably start Bron over Cade maybe as well. So there's just a lot of things that maybe go into this. Maybe if you're on next gen, try Bron at the one. And honestly, this isn't an extreme makeover my team edition, but that's kind of what this is here. One from Keegan here, pretty easy. If you're on current gen, start Ferry, bench Kukoc, cut Dishinger. Next gen, start Kukoc, bench Ferry, and cut Dishinger. Here one from Charlie here. We're looking at USA, Anthony Davis, Pink Diamond, Bobo, and bad Sean Bradley. If we're on current gen, start Bobo, bench Bradley, cut AD. Next gen wise, start Sean Bradley, bench Bobo, and cut AD. So either way we look at it, you're cutting Anthony Davis. Next one from I got Cole, Blake, Ben, or Hedo at the one. Now this one is difficult, and the reason I say is, okay, next gen it goes Ben, Hedo, Blake. That exact order. On current gen, Ben's obviously the best, and then between Blake and Hedo, it depends on your play style. For me, I go Ben, Blake, Hedo. For the majority of the community, it's probably Ben, Hedo, Blake. Honestly, just depends how you play. Here we get an interesting one from Mac here. Dark Matter, Kispert, Sean Elliott, or Jalen Green. So if we're talking the shooting guard position, current gen wise, I'd start Kispert, bench Elliott, cut Jalen Green. Next gen, I'm starting Sean Elliott, benching Kispert, cutting Jalen Green. Here we get a very intriguing one. NFL fan says Invincible, Curry, D-Wade, or Harden. Current gen, start D-Wade, bench Harden, cut Curry. Next gen wise, I just start Harden, bench D-Wade, cut Curry. All those cards stink on next gen. Here we get one from Lil Jordan Vert. Luka, point guard, Invincible, Vince at point guard, or Cade. Start Cade, bench Luka, cut Vince. I'm sorry that you grinded for Vince, but he's just not really it. And then on next gen, I'd probably start Luka, bench Cade, and cut Vince Carter. An interesting one from Bebo Tuck. It says Jonathan Isaac, Ferry, or Tony Kukoc. And I love Jonathan Isaac, but still, I'd have to go current gen, Ferry, Kukoc, Isaac. Next gen, though, Kukoc, Isaac, Ferry. That exact order. Listen, I absolutely love Jonathan Isaac on next gen so much. Last one today comes in from Not LaMelo Ball. 2-way cup says MosBallin, Mobley, or Bill Russell at power forward. I am going to start Mobley, bench Bill, cut MosBallin. That exact order on current gen and next gen both. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for this week's episode of our Start, Bench, and Cut series. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did not see your squad or your 3 players in this video, hopefully you saw 3 kind of like this, or saw the players in this video that you guys can kind of get a feel for how I value those specific players. Again, if you have not yet, make sure to follow me on Twitter. We're getting closer and closer to 23.9 thousand subscribers, which is just absolutely ridiculous for me, guys. I really do appreciate all the support. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.